Right, how well can you hear me? That is the first question I need to know. Right, how well can you hear me? That is the first question I need to know. How we doing, lads? Let me know who's in the stream already. I think I've fixed my audio situation, so that's a positive. Yeah, excuse me, that's good news. Oh, there's a couple more of you in here now. Welcome, guys. Yeah, welcome to Thursday's stream. Let me know who's in. Let me know who is in the stream. I know Quinny's stream still hasn't finished yet, so I can't see many of you transitioning over to my stream yet, or ever, because Quinny's streams are top, to be fair. But yeah, hopefully we get a few of you guys in, and we can start the project rebuild. One thing I need to test out is this. How well does this look on screen? I do need to make a tweet as well. Okay, I need to make that smaller. Go back to this. See if that's any better. Hopefully this works. Okay, we're nearly there. We just need to make one more adjustment to stream. And that should be right. That should be good. We should be away now, I think. I hope. Also, if you are watching, please let me know if the audio is any better or if you can hear me clearly. That would be a massive help. Yeah, I would really appreciate that. Excuse me. Right, is anything going on in my offers? No. I need to start selling a few of these players. Not selling, sorry, cancelling the listing because I don't want any players selling overnight and then me having to not submit lineups. That would be very annoying. Okay, that works a lot better. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, right, we need to start building some lineups. I just made a tweet. Oh, let's see these. Sorare La Liga, who is suspended. Okay, nobody we own, which is good. That is a good start. Yeah, let's just get in and just start building some teams, shall we? Maximilian, I appreciate you letting me know that the audio is good, mate. That's, yeah, saved me a lot of hassle. I have been using this microphone for whatever reason, it's rubbish. So I'm using the microphone that's on my webcam. Apparently that's working way better, so I'm happy with that. Thank you for confirming that to me, mate. So yeah, we're just gonna get straight into it, to be honest, guys. I'll show you my Sorare Mega from this week, or this midweek. I had one team, Mega 8. To be fair, I smashed it, to say the least. This was the guys' team I played against. This was my team. Yeah, I mean, my strikers didn't do much, but my defense and my midfield carried me a little bit to a very comfortable victory there, which is nice. I'll show you how I got on in terms of my midweek scores. I only had 2 teams. My first team, sorry, All-Star Rare. We went with a common goalkeeper. I sold off my Anthony Lopez for like 0.7 ETH in midweek after like a really good performance on the weekend, and he ended up having a stinker this midweek. He had like a score of like 17, so that was fun to see him fail, I guess, after I sold him. But I have replaced him. I'll show you who I've got as the replacement. But yeah, we made the threshold, 303 points. I'm more than happy with that. Simeone fired a blank again, which is frustrating, but what can you do? I'm sticking with him. But yeah, I played him in my All-Star Rare and my Champions Euro Pro team, which I'll show you in a minute. Gus Till got an assist. He had an all-round really decent game. He had like 4 shots on target. Melvin Bard defended amazingly well against PSG. And yeah, Diego Leite didn't have the best of games. They conceded a goal as well, so he didn't have a clean sheet bonus, but 55 points is decent. And then Mike Maignan, 41 points, obviously common goalkeeper, so I would have had 74 if I owned the rare, but I'll take the Ethereum. And then moving on to Champions Europe Rare Pro. Lafont had a decent game, to be fair, against Marseille. They only lost 1-0, 50 points. Robbo had an absolute blinder against Everton, 2 assists. The guy is on fire at the moment. Barak and Simeone, like I said, they're just firing blanks right now. No goals, no assists. Yeah, not ideal. And then Jeremy Doku, I expected to start and he didn't. He came on after 60 minutes. So yeah, 117 points away from a tier 2, and I was 68 points away from a tier 3 here. So if I probably play Robbo instead of Leite, I'd probably get a reward, maybe. But yeah, I'm happy with the Ethereum. We take it, we move. Yeah, we just move into the next game week, really. Sorry, just replying to a few texts. Oh, we've got 5 watching. Welcome, guys. just going through game week 223's results. Just Ethereum this week for me, 0.02, which is nice. Midweek, we definitely take it. And yeah, we're gonna just get straight into it probably, guys, and start building our lineups for this weekend. I did bring in a new rare keeper, to be fair, which I'll show you in a minute, which I'm excited about. I paid a lot of money for him. Say hello in the stream, guys, if you want to. You don't have to, obviously, but it'd be nice to know who's watching. And yeah, I need you to help me out with these teams, because right now I just can't win a prize for anything. So yeah, we're gonna first do our under 23 rare pro team. We've got two options. We can go Lafont or Etienne Green. Etienne Green didn't play midweek because he was suspended, but my strongest option here has to be Lafont in terms of fixture. Laurent away versus Rennes at home for Saint Etienne, which is just not a good fixture, even though they're at home. So yeah, I'm definitely going Lafont here. And then defender-wise, I have brought in a new centre-back, which I'm excited about, in the form of Hiroki Ito. Plays for Stuttgart, centre-half. He's on loan from like a second division Japanese team somehow. I don't know how you go on loan from second division in Japan to the Bundesliga, but he's done it. And yeah, he's taken it by storm, to be fair. He's playing really well. Got a goal last game. It was a wicked little finish as well. He just wrapped it on the edge of the box. So yeah, we've brought him in for like 0.28 Ethereum. And yeah, I've got, well, what have I got? I've got four options. We've got Leyte at home to Estroil. Hincapié probably starts. Tapsoba definitely starts. Vitinho, I don't know if he's going to start. And Ito, I'd like to think starts. So it's basically out of Hincapié, Leyte, Tapsoba, and Ito. I want to play my best defender here. And I also want to save my Leverkusen defenders, because I have bought the Leverkusen goalkeeper for Champions Europe Pro. So I would like to stack them up and go with a cheeky Leverkusen defensive stack, because they are playing is it Firth? I can't even pronounce it, but I know they're not very good. So yeah, Leverkusen have a really good fixture this week. So yeah, it's Leverkusen all the ways. We're definitely going with Moussa Diaby. I can tell you that for a fact. Diaby will definitely be in this lineup. One mistake I have been making in this lineup is, obviously you can play two super rares, right? That's, you're at your most powerful if you're using two super rares in under 23 rare pro. I don't have two super rares that I'm confident in. I have one in the form of Vinicius Souza. They're at home to Genk. Yeah, Genk, not Ghent. I think Genk or Ghent, one of the two. Either way, he's a bit of a beast, so we should be fine with him in midfield. Hopefully he can rack up a lot of AA points. I can't see him getting a decisive, but who knows? It's football, anything can happen. So yeah, I'm tempted to run a one super rare in under 23 rare pro. I know it gives me a bit of a disadvantage, but for my sanity, I just can't cope with playing either, Vitinho super rare, or who else could I play? I could play Florentino Luis, but again, I just know he won't start. And you could also play Jorbe Vertessen, who I don't think starts either. So yeah, for me, I've just got to go with one super rare, or I drop down to under 23 just rare and not play the pro and just play 5 rares. But I'm going to be playing under 23 rare regardless. I'm going to be playing 2 under 23 teams. So yeah, I've just got to suck it up, play one super rare, and just sort of go from there, really. So let us choose our defender. So opposition scores are normally around 53 at home to Hertha, which is nice, which is the same score as any Bayer Leverkusen defender, basically. So it's a toss-up, really. It doesn't really matter who we go too much. I know I don't know, it's hard to sort of predict who's going to get the better score. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm confident Hincapié starts, but if I am going to go Leverkusen defender here, I'd go Tapsoba. But above else, I think I'm going to have to play my new boy Ito. Um, I'm most comfortable with that. And then the extra is where it's going to be quite tough because we do have a lot of good options, which is a good thing, obviously. Um, the one that screams out to me straight away is Gus Till at home to Fortuna Sittard, who aren't great. Gus Till just had an assist midweek, so I'd hope he's ready to do something else decisive wise, whether that's goal, assist, both. Yeah, so I do fancy him there, to be honest. I also fancy Arson at home to Ufa or Ufa. Yeah, there's not many Russian games left, so I do want to make the most of my Russian players, like alongside Wendell. Wendell was out injured last week, so yeah, I don't know whether I should risk him. I don't know if I should risk Wendell or not. Yeah, anyone in the comments, let me know if you are playing Wendell or if I should play Wendell. If you know he's definitely fit. It is hard to get information on Russian teams. Who else could we play? Could play Pino. We could play Doku. Could play Vitesse, but I'm not going to. So it's looking like it's out of Tapsoba, Hincapié, Arson. Paintil could also be in the contention as well, to be fair, because he scored 2 midweek. One other thing I failed to mention was all the Belgium league teams, so like Sousa, Paintil, they all played they had a cup game midweek. So a lot of them went to 120 minutes as well, which I'm a little bit scared of in terms of rotation. I don't think Sousa will get rotated, but there is a chance that he does. But I'm going to take the risk with him, but I'm not going to play Paintil in this team. I think my best bet is to go Gus Till. I really do think that is the safest option in terms of opposition, how poor Fortuna Sittard are, his midweek form, and yeah, I mean, it's out of him and Arson. They're my two sort of toss-ups there. It's hard to pick. I think Arson will do well. He probably does get a decisive, but I don't know. I just want to go for the safer option, which is Till. And yeah, for me, this team's good. Although we have one Super Rare, I do think it's a decent team. Now, captain choice is where it gets tricky. My gut is telling me Moussa Diaby. He's on form right now, playing against a poorish team at home. You'd like to think he scoops up a goal or an assist, or both. So for me, he's my go-to. I could captain any one of Ito, Diaby, or Till, really, on paper. But I am going with Moussa Diaby. He's on fire right now, like I said. So yeah, it's hard not to go Diaby in this case. So we're going to save that team for now, and then we're going to make our rare team. So our only option is to go Etienne Green. Obviously, Maximienko has been dropped, so not ideal. Okay, this is where it gets a little tricky. I did try and message. Someone's just made me an offer for Andy Robertson. Do I take 0.35 Ethereum for Robbo? Do I, don't I? What are we saying? Because I don't know, 0.6. I'm the lowest up for a little bit. I'm gonna reject that for now and see if he comes back with a little bit more than that. But yeah, the offer's decent, but just not enough right now for me. What was I going to say? I'm just speaking to my friend who's a bit of a Leverkusen expert, so I'm hoping he can give me the answers on whether he thinks Hincapié will definitely play, because I am edging going for Hincapié here instead of Leite, just because Estoril, or however you pronounce that name of a team, they are pretty decent. They're one below Braga in the league. and going off opposition scores, I'd like to think that Hincapie makes the team. They won midweek. He does. The problem is though, he does get taken off quite early in games. He gets rotated a little bit, so I might go Lete and play it safe. Yeah, I think I am going to go Lete. Sorry, I'm just checking if this guy's come back with another offer. Like I don't really want to sell my Robbo, but he's hot right now, and I do think it could be a good chance to cash in on him. Okay, midfielders. It's definitely Arsenal, isn't it? There's no way I can play anyone else. I'm being told that Palacios probably won't start. He'll probably start midweek in the Europa League. So I'm going to leave him out for now. And then we're going to go Arsenal. I think he's our best bet there. We got two options here. We go Joseph Paintsill, who I said played. To be fair, he didn't play 120 minutes. He got brought off, but he like in the 80th minute or whatever. But he did score 2 goals. So I'd be shocked if he didn't start on the weekend. But Genk do have a decent forward line, so it is very probable that he comes off the bench. Doku, on the other hand, I think he definitely starts. The only issue is Doku's playing against Etienne Green. So if Doku gets some sort of decisive, Green is, basically being negatively affected by that decisive, if that makes sense. Obviously, if Doku scores against Green, then okay, Doku gets a decisive, but Green won't have a decisive in terms of a clean sheet. Now, I'm not expecting Green to get a clean sheet anyway, so it's not the end of the world because he does well enough on saves alone to, rack up a good, decent score. So I'm not expecting the world from Green, but I am hoping that Doku can have a bit of a stormer, to be fair, and have a really good game there. Do I play Wendell? I've been told by people on Twitter that I probably shouldn't, but I'm just struggling. I'm really struggling not to want to play him. I really, really do, because he offers a lot. They're at home to Rostov. I could go Hincapie and be okay with that, but it just doesn't sit well with me leaving Wendell out, like completely out. So I am going to play him. I'm going to risk it and play him. I'm going to captain Arson, and I think that is going to be my team for midweek for this weekend. Yeah, it's just hard not to play Wendell, isn't it? He's running out of under 23 eligibility, so I have to, use it while I can in that sense. So yeah, to be fair, that guy gave me a decent offer, didn't he? He might buy him outright, He might buy Robbo outright because he offered me like £80 less than what he's up for. Looking back, I probably should have taken it, I don't know. He might come back and buy it outright, or he might get an offer accepted elsewhere from another guy. But I am the cheapest up. Like I said, I don't really want to sell him, but I have enough defenders to where I can go without a Robbo for now. And I do think he's very decisive, dependent in his scores. So yeah, I'm happy with this under 23 team, like very happy with it. So we're going to move on to Champions Europe Super Rare. Now I do want to just have a look at the prize pool because this does dictate sometimes where I do want to play my players. So let's have a look. So we've just joined under 23 Pro, 443, 47 prizes, very competitive. Under 23s, 1,650 players, 211 prizes, which is nice, which is really nice. So we've entered those two. I definitely want to enter a team into All-Star Pro, 140 prizes there. There's 96 tier 1s, which is just hard to turn down in terms of entering. And then we're going to be entering either Champions Europe Pro or Champions Europe Normal, whatever you want to call it. 191 prizes, which is a lot. It's a lot of prizes. And then what have we got here? 43 prizes. And the problem is you're up against so many good players or so many good teams in Champions Europe Pro. Like, your players have to just completely go crazy and score like insane scores to even obviously not even to compete, to just win a card. Like, competing isn't enough in those like leagues. You can't be average in Champions Europe Pro. You need to be hitting close to 400. And then we're probably going to join or enter Challenger Europe Pro. 399 participants, 59 cards on offer, and also there's no Ajax players, which is huge. They played tonight, they won 5-0. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary there. They played someone poor, Willem too maybe. So yeah. Sorry, I'm just flicking over to Twitter. So yeah, do we join Champions Europe Pro, or do we join Champions Europe regular? Let's see what we can do for Champions Europe regular first in terms of a team. So, like I said, wait, why is Etienne green? Right, for whatever reason, my under-23 team didn't save, so we're going to make that quickly again. So who did we go here? We went later, didn't we? Who did we go here? We went Arson, we went Doku, and last but not least, Wendell. So that team is saved. Now we go into Champions Europe Rare and just see what we can sort of field in that sense. So have a look here. My new goalkeeper, Lucas Hradecki, paid 0.69 ETH for him. Oh, do we have another offer? No, we have a different offer. Somebody's come in for Hincapié. Okay. Do we sell our Hincapié? That is the question. Because right now we're not using him. What is the cheapest up? Let me have a look. I'm the only card up now, so I'm definitely not selling for what he's offered me there. I definitely want more than that, so we're gonna reject that for now and see if he comes back for more. So yeah, but I am open to selling him. So PB Trades, if you are in the stream for whatever reason, I will sell him, but just not for that price. So here we go. We have to, I mean, we don't have to play Tapsoba, but Tapsoba is my main option here, isn't it? I want to pair him with Hradecki. They should get a clean sheet, but they probably won't, knowing Leverkusen and their style of play. But I'd love a clean sheet. I'd be over the moon with that. We basically have to play Jonas Hoffmann at home to Freiburg. It's going to be a tough game for them, to be fair. It won't be easy at all. Ramsey's injured. Pellegrini's injured until the new year, which is frustrating. Palacios probably won't play. And I'm just not trusting Pino right now. He's more of an under-23 player for me. We have to play Simeone. He's our only striker. And then, yeah, we could obviously play Robbo. We could play Hincapié. But our options are a little limited. Especially if someone comes in and buys my Robbo, which they very might well do. So yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that. But like, yeah, that would be my team if I was to play, Champions Europe Rare. But we'll reset it and I'll show you what I can do with the Super Rares and the Rares. So obviously play Hradecki again. I'm going to go, well, I do have a Leo Dubois Super Rare, but he's still injured, so we're definitely going with Tapsoba again. We have a few more options now. We can play Florentino Luis, who I don't think will play, but we can play our Antonin Barak, who is like attacking midfielder for Hellas Verona. They're away to Venezia. Just checking if I've got another offer. Sorry. Yeah, away to Venezia. They're not the best team in the world, but they're not the worst. Obviously just got promoted. So I expect him to do well. This will be his third game for me. He's hit blanks in the last two. So yeah, I'm a little bit skeptical. I would like a decisive from Barak, and obviously I am going to pair him with my super rare Simeone, who, like I said, since I've bought him, hasn't scored a goal. He's on a drought. Um, so yeah, not ideal. Could play Sandro Ramirez, but not good enough for me right now. Too much of a risk. Nobody's bought the Robbo. Nobody's bought the Hincapie yet. So back we go. And then our extra has to be Hoffman. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be Hoffman, but I would like it to be Hoffman. Even though the opposition score isn't great against Freiburg, but he's on fire right now. An L5 at 70. It's hard not to play him. Robbo as well, obviously been amazing the last 2 games. 3 assists in 2 games. I am worried about rotation here, but I had a look in Quinny's stream and people were saying that they expect Robbo to start, so it's hard not to think the Robbo's going to start. But I am definitely going to play Hoffman, and if no one buys my Robbo, I'll play him in All-Star Pro. Now it comes down to captain. It's obviously out of Hoffman and Tapsoba. Do I think Hoffman gets a decisive against Freiburg? Probably. Do I think Tapsoba gets a clean sheet versus Futh, however you want to pronounce it? Again, probably. Who gets the better all-round score? You probably say Tapsoba. A lot of possession. I can see him being in the opponent's final third a lot, playing those long balls. So I do want to go Tapsoba as my captain. I really do. And I think I might do it. I really do think I'm going to go for that. I'm not sure if it's the safe. Yeah, it probably is the safest option. Excuse me. But I'm pretty content with that team. So we've got the Bayer Leverkusen stack, the Hellas Verona attacking stack, and then Jonas Hoffman just in the free roll, doing his thing. And yeah, just hopefully can win me some sort of prize. So we've got 3 teams now. We've got our Champions Europe Rare Pro, we've got our Under 23 Rare, and we've got our Under 23 Rare Pro. Yeah, pretty happy with those 3 teams, to be fair. Next, we're going to build our Challenger Super Rare team. Because, like I said, there's no Ajax this week. I think Porto play Sporting Lisbon. Or there's definitely a derby in Portugal. So that's another big game which, hopefully both teams concede, goalies don't get clean sheets, all that type of good stuff for us. So yeah, since starting the season, unbeaten for 10 games. Freiburg have lost their last 3. Strangely enough, that coincides with me buying their keeper. That's actually quite funny. I'm sorry. Scott, I'm guessing your name is. Yeah, that's a bit of a nightmare, Scott, to be fair. But like you said, they started the season unbelievably well. So I can't see them, being in this poor form for much longer. So I wouldn't be too worried about, the last 3 games. But yeah, it's not ideal, like you said. So yeah, Challenger Europe Rare Pro. We've got 2 options, Kofi or Morris. Morris has the superior XP and, going off the opposition average score, they get a 42. Either one isn't great, but we are going to go Morris here just because he edges the XP, and that can prove vital if he does get that clean sheet that I'm looking for. Also, going back to this, Kofi is playing Standard Liège, who aren't great, to be honest. Benfica Sporting. Sorry, Scott. Yeah, I thought, obviously not Porto. My bad. But yeah, and again, a big game. I think Coates has got COVID, which is nice. I hope he's okay. I hope he's recovering, but he's not there to score 100 points every weekend for one, so that is nice. Defenders. So we could go Fortuna away to Leuven. Leuven, is it? Sorry, there's a fly in my room. It's annoying me. Yeah, it's basically Douglas Santos or Fortuna. I can't not go with Santos, can I? There's just no way I can go with Fortuna over Santos. Even though he had a poor score last game, Santos, and well, so did Fortuna. So there's not much to really go off there. 4 midfielders, 2 super rares. and 2 rares. The 2 rares are very, very, very good, to be honest. Liendor is a beast, like an absolute animal. He's 36 years old, but he just loves the decisive, and he's got a wicked all-round score. So I need to fit Liendor in here somewhere. If I'm playing my Challenger, if I want to play Challenger Europe Rare Pro, to the best of my abilities, I have to play my best midfielders in there. But I do have to keep in mind, I do want to play Super Rares as well, obviously, because I am in the Rare Pro version. So yeah, it's hard not to play Super Rares. Horovsky had a wicked game last game. He scored 2 against Club Bruges. He did play midweek though. He played like 120 minutes, so I am wary of that. And Fomin, the last time Fomin played against Ufa, he scored 2 penalties. So I'm hoping he can score another on the weekend. So I think my plan here is to go Fomin. He's been poor recently, to be fair. He's been very poor. This says Mamathiam isn't expected to play, but I tweeted Sorare Turkey, is it? I think that is his name. See if I can find it. There we go. So Sorare Turkey said, excuse me, so I just asked him, any news on Mamathiam's injury? This was a few days ago now, or yesterday. He said that the last minute injury scare and was on risk for the last match. He's expected to be back in the squad for this week, and along with Bassan and Cardoso, none of them are expected to be in the squad for tonight's cup fixture, but we'll see. So I don't really have much choice, because I'm also told that Azmoun probably won't play. Obviously I need to play 2 super rares. I don't need to play 2 super rares, but it's ideal for me to do so. Do I risk Mamathiam? Like I said, I'm trying to play my best team possible in Challenger, but then part of me thinks, like, do I need to risk like my best players with Mamathiam, knowing that he might not play, and then I'm wasting the other 4, you know what I'm saying? Like, should I put them in my global team and play them with players who I'm almost guaranteed to start, So yeah, if I do play Thiam, I'm a bit wary. Like, I might go Kofi here instead. That is more of my thinking, just in case the things don't go to plan. In terms of Mamathiam not playing, and if he does play, then it's, like I said, there's not much difference between Kofi and Morris at this point. So yeah, it's basically Teddy Tuema or Liendl for this team now. Liendl's got the better fixture, the better L5. Like, I'd be shocked if Liendl doesn't score very well, is my thinking. But, like, do I want to risk Liendl scoring a crazy score and then Thiam not starting? That's my dilemma right now. Who has more of a chance of starting, Thiam or Azmoun? Well, Azmoun played last game. He didn't play very well, so he could get rotated for Zuba. So yeah, it's a frustrating one. It is a frustrating one. Liendl has to play over Tuema for me if I'm going with like my strongest 5. So I might have to go Liendl and throw him in as captain here. I think that's what I'm going to go for with this team, and save that. See if I've got any more offers. No offers. Nobody's bought Robbo. Okay, so that's saved. That's our 4th team. Next, we're going to do our global all-star team. So, one playing goalkeeper has to be Anthony Morris. Defender. Okay. So, at the moment, we're going to have to play Robbo, aren't we? It's hard not to play Robbo in the form that he's in, isn't it? Like, nothing else stands out to me there in terms of options. Yeah, we're running a little bit low on options here, I'll be honest. We might have to drop down to, I don't know, actually. What forwards have we got? So we've got a rare Simeone, who I think, should start. Paintsill, I'm semi-confident plays. As Moon, I'm not so confident that he plays. So, do they trust... Well, do they play Horovsky again? Just played 120 minutes in the Cup. Do they play him again is the question. It's a very, very hard question to answer. Can't play Pellegrini. I'm being told Palacios won't play, which I would like to play him, to be fair. We kind of have to go... It's basically Paintsill or Simeone here, isn't it? Yeah. There are basically our best options. Obviously, we still haven't stuck a super rare in yet at all, so, we kind of have to go Horovsky for now. And then, in terms of why isn't it? Here we go. So obviously we could play Tuema and go with one super rare, but I don't really like doing that. I am doing that in the 21s. Sorry, I'm just replying to a Discord message. So yeah, we need a decent super rare, which is not what I really possess right now. I have super rares, like you can see, Fortuna, Luis, Dubois injured, and Sandro Ramirez, but they're just not making me want to pick them, I'll be honest. They're really not making me want to pick them. And I'm starting to look at this team and I'm thinking, is it worth entering All-Star Rare Pro? It probably isn't, is it? That is what I'm thinking right now. Or we could not enter Challenger Europe. We could break this team up and not play it and just play an all-star team out of all the players we've got left, if that makes sense. So, we could go Morris. It's a tough one. I don't know why is Rostov any good? Let me have a look if Rostov are any good, because that score is very low for, opponent scores for Zenit against Rostov. They lost 2-0 last game. They drew 2-2 before that. They beat Rubin Kazan 5-1. They drew 1-0 with Spartak. I don't know. Were they in the league? They're 11th in the league, so they're not exactly up there. So for me, I'm a little bit like, why is the defender's scores so poor against Rostov? But I don't want that to, blindside me too much. We kind of have to go foaming, don't we? We need to play two super rares here. Do we just go all out and just play Mammoth Thiam here and just hope for the best? Hope that he starts. What do you think? I think that's our best bet. Just play a really good, not really good, but a decent enough All-Star Rare Pro team and just not play Challenger this week. Even though I said I should play Challenger because there's no Ajax stacks. Let's say if we play Robbo there. Thing is, I'm kind of happy. If I do play Robbo and Thiam and they don't both play, I can kind of live with myself if two players, don't do very well. And then we have to go Leandro because I think he's going to have a Stormer. I'm kind of happy with that team, And what about if we can squeeze in a Challenger, a rare team? We can go Santos here. We can go Tuema. And we could just play Asmoon and Paintsill and just go for it. Couldn't we? We could captain Santos. And that could just be another team. And just not go with my super rares. Or let's see who let's see who's left over, who I can play. Obviously, we can't show my common cards here, so I'm pretending that Maximienko's a common that's going to play. And then let's just fill in the gap. So Hincapié, Pino or Palacios. Obviously, we're just aiming for threshold here. Simeone will have to play up front. Can't play Pellegrini, can't play Ramsey. Is Pino fit, is the question. I think he's fit. Let me check. Did he play midweek? Okay, he was on the bench and he didn't come on, so were they resting him? Who knows? I'd like to think they were. Or do I play Palacios, who I'm told won't play, but I just have a sneaky feeling he might. He might come off the bench and do something. So we're going to play Palacios. Jonathan, what's happening, mate? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Hope you are too. Oh, surely we have more play. What's going on here? Why is it showing? No, that's not right. That is not right. I definitely have more players than that because Pino's not there. So what is going on is the question. But yeah, I hope you're good as well, Jonathan. So it looks like Pino's probably the only player. No, sorry. I want to see. Why is this being like that? That's just so frustrating. That's very strange. Cardiff or Swansea? Well, I'm born in Cardiff, so it'd be very hard for me to say Swansea. Yeah, I'm Cardiff through and through. I wouldn't say I support them per se, but I definitely follow them. Obviously used to go down as a kid, so yeah, can't not say Swansea. Can't not say Cardiff. Sorry. This is really annoying me. Why is it? Can someone explain to me why it's only showing these two as options when I definitely have more options than that? Because Pino is one of them. Right, let's try it again. We'll go Maximienko, Hincapié. Oh, it could be because I don't know. I'm confused. Why isn't it letting me? Why isn't it letting me pick those players? Right, well, we might have to just do that when on Sorare itself because Sorare data is having a bit of a fit. So, yeah, this is what we're going to go with, I think. We're going to go with All-Star Pro. We're going to go with Challenger Europe Rare. We're going to go with Champions Europe Rare Pro. Under 23 Rare. Under 23 Rare Pro. And obviously we are going to play a All-Star Rare team, but, excuse me, for whatever reason, Sorare data is being a bit annoying. So let's go in and figure out these teams and get them all set. So who did we go? We went Lafont, Ito, Souza, Diaby, and who else did we play here? We played Till. Okay, and then who did we go for captain? We went Musa Diaby. Do they have a game? I mean, he's coming up in the... If we're on about Pino, it says he's playing Sevilla. So, as far as I'm aware, he does have a game. But for whatever reason, it's not coming up. So, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. We're going to go with Liete. Or do I... Now I'm contemplating. Do I play Hincapié here? Do I play Hincapié here and play Leite in my globe? Yeah, I think I'm gonna risk it. I don't know why. I've just had a late change of thought. I'm gonna go with this and see how that gets on instead. I don't know why. I've just had an urge to do that. Haradaki, Tapsoba, Barak, Simeone, and Jonas Hoffman. Who did we go here as captain? We went Tapsoba. Do I go Hoffman? Change my mind. Hoffman's on fire. Hoffman is on absolute fire right now. And I feel bad not captaining him because he's treated me very well the last 5 games. But the streak will end at some point. But does it end this weekend is the question. I don't know, but I'm captaining him. I'm doing it. We'll go. Also, after this, we will be doing our Sorare Mega submissions, teams, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, stay around for that. Let's do our Challenger Rare team. Challenger Europe. So, we're going Kofi, Santos, Tuema, Asmoon, and do we go Lete here or do we go Painsil? 2 strikers is risky, but then if I do that, I guess I could play. Yeah, I don't know. Now we'll go for it. We'll go with Painsil just in case he has a Stormer. We'll captain Tuema. I've got a feeling that he might get another decisive. And then our all-star rare team is going to include Anthony Morris. Now I'm having second thoughts again now. Do I play Lete in here instead of Robbo? I can't not play Robbo right now. I'd be stupid. I'd be very stupid not to play Robbo right now. Thiam and Liendl, and we're captaining Liendl. And then we're going to go all-star rare team. Who have we got common-wise? So we could play Neuer, but that's screams a non-clean sheet game. We're going to go Magnan again. He did us well in the week, so I'm hoping he can do it again for us. We're going to go Lete. We're going to play... See, Pino's there. So for whatever reason, he is coming up. We'll play Pino. We're going to go Simeone. And it's either Palacios or Nico Gaberman, however you say that. Now, for whatever reason, this Nico guy didn't play last game for Union, and before that he was doing really, really well. They did lose last game, so I have a little feeling that he could be back in this week. So I'm confident enough to play him there, and we're going to captain Lete because I know he's going to play. And yeah, we're just going to go with that as our threshold team. All we're looking to do is win threshold, whether that's 0.01 or 0.02. So we're playing 4, 5, 6 teams. Let me check the prize pool for Challenger Rare. So there's 266 prizes. See, we got to fancy ourselves in there, haven't we, really? It'd be silly not to. Even if it is a tier 3, it's better than nothing. It's a lot better than nothing. Yeah, so am I happy is the question. Am I happy with my teams? I wouldn't say I'm ecstatic. I'm happy about my under 23. I'm very happy with my under 23 teams. Let's just go over them a little once more so I can keep myself sane. So yeah, on the surface of it, it's a decent team. I see Asmoon coming off the bench, and I probably see Painter coming off the bench, but let's just hope they can just both get decisives. That is the aim. Challenger or Champion Europe Pro. We need Leverkusen clean sheet, and we need Hellas Verona, aka Barak and Simeone, to both get decisives, and then obviously we need Hoffman to do his own thing. And yeah, there could be a prize in it for us there. 23 Pro, like I said, 1 super rare, but I'm content with the rest of the rares. I think they can have very good games, and should all definitely play. Under 23 rare, it's a weird one. Obviously, Green playing against Doku. Wendell's a little bit of a doubt. Arsene should definitely play, and then Hincapie, I've obviously brought him in instead of Diego Lete. Yeah, I'm just not convinced Braga get a clean sheet, and I feel like Leverkusen got more of a chance of getting a clean sheet. So yeah, I'm happy with that under 23 team, and then we've got our rare pro, which needs Thiam to play and need Robert to play, and we need Fomin to turn up. Liendl should turn up, and then Morris. Clean sheet is minimum really. We are leaving out a few super rares. Harovski's pretty hard to leave out. Well, yeah, very hard to leave out in a weird way because he's been on fire recently. So, yeah, am I going to regret leaving him out is the question. That is the big question. It's a very, very big question. Or is it worth me? Okay, I'm having second thoughts again now. I'm leaving this team, but is it worth going into getting rid of Challenge Europe? I'm a nightmare, aren't I? And then, doing what we do, throwing Harovski here, throw in Kofi here. Do we play Paintsill? I just got a feeling Asmoon's not going to play. I don't know why. I've seen rumours of like the Leon deal happening, and I don't know. I have a feeling that he's not going to start. But then I'm not confident Paintsill starts. That's the issue. But we could go, with a little Genk stack there. We could play. We have to play Santos. And then the obvious choice is Tuema, isn't it? But then we're going with one super rare, which I'm not scared to do in that sense. Like, I'm not too afraid to do that. Because who gets a better score? Fortuna, super rare, or Teddy Tuema, rare. Now, it's hard to say because I am going to captain Tuema, so he's technically a super rare. But obviously, I am still one super rare down because I could have, I could play one more. Do I do this? Or do I play Challenger Europe rare and, basically swap Asmoon for Harovski? Who, yeah, like I said, Harovski did play a lot of minutes midweek. So we could definitely get rotated. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother doing that. We're gonna go back down to Challenger Europe and just play that team that I just showed you, and just go all out. 2 forwards, and just see what happens. We'll play Tuema as our captain, and just let them do their thing. We could throw in a random under 23 team. See what happens. We have 5 super rares. It's not going to hurt anything. We'll captain Vitinho just in case he does play. I don't think we have enough super rares to do much here. We could play Lescha. It's not going to do much. Yeah, why not? We'll do this. We'll throw in our super rares. I guess no, but then for training, I probably wanna. No, it's fine. We'll do that. Why not? Actually, no. We'll keep them for training. We'll keep those boys for training. I'm not gonna show you me doing training because it's a bit boring. We will do our Sorare Mega teams because why not? Chance to win 3 cards. I've won 1 card before, so it is possible. We're gonna go with our best team in this. In Mega 11, so we're going to go with Tapsoba, we're going to go with Ito, we're going to go with, let's see, I need to play, sorry, I forget to do this sometimes, but I do have a limited team. Well, I've already made it, which is nice. I must have made it off stream, but this is my Challenger team, which every time I win a card, I give it away to one of you guys, so there's the team that you need to be cheering on this weekend if you want a free limited card. We're going to play Rasmussen, we're going to play Raticki. That is the team we're going to go for. At the back, we're going to go, in the midfield, sorry, we're going to go Liendl. Do we play Souza? Arson? Have to play Gus Till. Got a good feeling about Till this week. I've got a good feeling about Barak. I don't know why, but I do. We're definitely going Moussa Diaby. Who do we go here? Probably got to play Doku, aren't we? And then there's no one I'm really looking forward to play, but we're going to play Simeone. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to change captain to Liendl there. That's our Mega 11 team. And then we're going to play Mega 8. We're going to go with, do we go with Lafont or Anthony Morris? We'll go Morris. We'll go Santos. Hincapié. Robbo. We'll go Robbo. We'll go Tuema. Souza. Actually, we'll go Arson there. And then we'll go Thiam and Paintsill. Not too confident about that, but we're going to go with it. Can you play one up front? No. Okay, that's fine. And then Mega 5, you can play one up front, which is nice. We'll go Lafont in goals. We'll go Hincapié. We shall go Souza and Fomin. And then up front, we'll have to go Simeone, won't we? Have to go Simeone. And then last but not least, Mega 3. Who do we think could have the best games out of my remaining players? So we'll definitely put Souza in there. Wendell is there, lurking. We can't leave Wendell on the sideline. Then we're probably going to have to play Liete, to be honest. And then we'll captain Souza. And that is our Mega 11 complete. Or Mega 11, Mega 3. But overall, our Sorare Mega is done. So that is that. We have a little scroll on Twitter. Just being nosy, see if anything cool's happening. Probably not. Oh, let's have a look at this. I think this is Gus Till's assist. Okay, nice ball, Till. Sinisterra. Good finish. He's a decent player he is, to be fair. A very good player. So we've got our limited team ready. We've got our six ratings playing. I have been saying that I want to like condense my gallery and stuff. Like I probably don't want to be playing 6 teams. Really, I want to be playing 4 max. But then you probably want to be playing under 23 Red Pro, Champions Europe Pro. I probably want to be playing 5. So like I don't want to be playing Challenger Europe or Challenger Europe Pro. But I do have a lot of Challenger players. That's the issue. So I had a few offers earlier, to be fair. What did I have? Someone offered me Noah Lang for Wendell and Arson, which I declined. Someone also offered me 0.67 ETH for Santos and Wendell, which is actually a decent offer, but I did decline it. I sold Ignatov, sold Melvin Bard, who I do really rate, but he's been playing really well as well recently. His scores have been decent. Scored a wicked game against PSG. Declined 550 for Horovsky. Got offered Kramaric and a little bit of ETH for Robbo. Got offered a little bit of ETH and Thorsby. Another offer for Horovsky. And yeah, just a load of offers for Bard. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I am trying to get rid of a few of my players. Like as you can see, I do have quite a few of them on the transfer list. Yeah, I just want to condense my gallery a little bit. You know, I just don't feel like I'm competitive enough across the 6 teams. I'd rather be, you know, challenging in 4 than not doing much in 6. You know, the last time I won a card was a while ago. If we have a look, the last time I won a card was, Jesus, 10 game weeks ago, which is basically over a month, and it was a limited card. You know, the last good card that I won was Kofi Tier 1, game week 212. We're now on game week 224, so yeah, it's probably not good enough with the gallery that I've got. Not to say that like my gallery's crazy good, but it's good enough to where I should be probably winning a card every other couple of weeks, you know. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, for whatever reason, I'm just not putting it all together. I'm gonna have a look at. I want to have a look at these teams. My under 23 team is fire. Gas 4 isn't shabby either. Good luck this game week. So, wow, that's a big team. That is a really big team. Dybala, Arsene, Declan, Theo, and Musso. It's global team. Yeah, there's some very good teams there. I'm gonna give that a like. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It's not going to be an easy week, obviously. No Ajax stacks to look out for, which is a relief, to say the least. I do have a little bit of ETH as well to play with. Like I said, I did buy Hradecki earlier. I paid 0.69 ETH for him. I bought him outright. I didn't want to make any offers. I just couldn't be bothered, to be honest. These are the prices of him right now. So 1.2 ETH, 0.74, 0.82, 0.75, and 7.5. Oh, I have just a notification that's pointless. So yeah, I had to buy him, even though he is the older version of a card, which I like. I love the 1920 card design. And yeah, he has 5.5 XP. My Anthony Lopez that I sold had 7 XP. He was a 1920 card as well, so I'm not too disappointed in that. I don't know if I told you about, but I did trade my rare Patrick Schick for this guy, Christian Mukon, Odilion rare, and 0.18 ETH. I'll see if I can find the offer. Just to show you guys, not that you probably care, but we're gonna show you because why not? Keep going. But like, I've just been trying to shift a lot of the dead wood in my team, you know, in my squad. So this is it. Sold our Patrick Schick, or traded in for 0.18 ETH, Christian Mukon and Odilion. We sold Odilion for 0.1 ETH, so we basically sold Patrick Schick for 0.28 ETH plus this guy. What is Schick up for right now? Not that this means he's selling for this, but 4.6. Okay, so he's gone up in price a little bit in terms of what he's listed for. Not that means he'll go for that, but I'm pretty happy with this kid. He's 21. I think he's Venezuelan. Plays in the MLS. There's none up for sale right now. Obviously, 9 months ago, getting him for 300 quid, but prices have changed since then. But yeah, I'm kind of excited about him a little bit. His scores are decent enough, and he is another under 23 player, which I like. Could help me play in under 23, D3, D2, or even Champions Europe, which I don't have much of a foothold in at all. Or Champions America, sorry, as you can see. I've got a Ricardo Pepi who looks like he's on the move. I have a Daniel Saloy that I won, which I'll be keeping for a while. I like him a lot. And then obviously our Mukon. So yeah, we need to start building maybe a cheeky America team. I live in America at the moment, so it'd be rude not to, but obviously they don't restart now until like Feb. So yeah, there's something to think about there. I definitely want to get a few decent MLS players in, but yeah, they're useful to playing global as well. Is what you've got to think about. There's no point wasting Champions Europe players in global. I know I'm doing that with Robertson, but yeah, it's just you might as well keep your Champions Europe players in Champions Europe, because that's why they have a premium. They're in the top 5 leagues in the world, in Europe, and the quality of player is better. So that's why you do play that premium. But yeah, hopefully I can make a few sales tonight on some of the super rares maybe that I'm not using this game week. And yeah, that's basically about it, guys. I appreciate you sticking around all. How long have we been streaming? A little while, to be fair, just over an hour. I appreciate if you do leave a like on the video as well. It would mean a lot to me. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed. There's not much else really I can do. I've done my Sorare Megas, done my lineups for this week, and it's just a waiting game now, guys. I think Zenit play tomorrow. I think Royal Saint Trinudes. No, not Saint. What am I on about? Galois, Royal Galois play tomorrow. So Tuema and Anthony Morris play tomorrow. So excited for that. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of the stream. I do appreciate you popping in and watching. I might do a weekend stream depending on how good my players are playing and how much of a good mood I'm in. Can't see me streaming if all my players are just flopped. Just being honest. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up like I said. And yeah, I'll leave you to it. Yeah, have a good night's sleep and enjoy the weekend football. And I wish